Today, we're diving into a revolution that's happening right now in the world of cybersecurity. We're talking about how artificial intelligence is giving ethical hackers, the good guys, some serious superpowers to break into systems, find flaws, and ultimately build way stronger defenses than ever before.
This whole thing kicked off with just a simple question. A security researcher was just messing around, kind of poking at an AI chatbot to see what it could do. And what he got back was breathtaking. It was a complete step-by-step hacker's playbook. That one moment just laid it all bare. This powerful AI, the same tool that could be used for crime, was about to become the single most powerful weapon for defenders.
Okay, but before we get all wrapped up in the AI, we need to be crystal clear about what we're talking about here. This is not the stuff you see in movies, right? This is a highly skilled and, more importantly, a highly legal profession.
So let's talk about penetration testing, or pen testing for short. The best way to think about it is like hiring a master locksmith to try and break into your own house, just to see where the locks are weak. The analogy here is perfect. You're hiring a pro to test your bank vault before a real robber decides to give it a shot. The whole point is to find the weaknesses first.
Now here's something a lot of people don't realize. There aren't just good guys and bad guys. You've got your black hats. Those are the criminals. Then you have gray hats, who kind of operate in this murky legal area. But for this entire explanator, we are focused 100% on the white hats. They're the authorized ethical professionals who get paid to find and fix security holes.
And you better believe this is big business. I mean, look at these numbers. The pen testing market is set to more than double in just 7 years, jumping from nearly $3 billion to well over $6 billion. This industry isn't just growing, it is absolutely exploding.
All right, now for the main event. We're going to break down the classic hacking process and see exactly how AI has come in and basically put every single step on steroids.
So, any professional pen test follows this clear 5-phase roadmap. First reconnaissance, then scanning, analysis, exploitation, and finally reporting. For decades, this whole process was a slow, manual job. To really see the difference AI makes, let's just zoom in on a couple of the most critical phases. So phase 1, reconnaissance. This is all about gathering information. And in the old days, this was just a painful manual grind. We're talking about scouring social media, digging through public records, sifting through leaked databases for days, sometimes even weeks. Now with AI, that same process, that whole grind, is done in minutes. AI-powered tools can scan literally thousands of sources at the same time, pulling together everything on a target at a speed that no human team could even dream of matching.
Okay, let's jump ahead to another massive phase, exploitation. This is the actual break-in. And this part has always been more of an art form. It relied on years of human creativity and intuition, that gut feeling for how to connect 2 or 3 seemingly unrelated weaknesses into one single, viable attack path.
And this is where it gets really cool. AI now acts as your creative partner. It can generate and even adapt attack code on the fly. It can suggest these complex attack chains that a human might miss. Like, it'll find a tiny data leak in one system and realize, hey, I can use that to trick this other system into giving up its password. That's something that used to take a seasoned expert to figure out. So what do these new AI-powered tools actually look like? What's in the modern pen tester's toolbox? Let's take a peek. The big takeaway here is that there's no single magic tool for everything. You've got platforms like Escape, which is brilliant at finding flaws not just in the code, but in the purpose of an application, what we call its business logic. Then you have something like Expo, which is all about being a realistic adversary, mimicking the exact, unpredictable tactics of a real-world attacker. And you've got companies like Cobalt.io that brilliantly blend human experts with AI tools to run tests that are specifically designed to meet strict industry rules. And the ecosystem of tools is just huge. You've got different AIs that specialize in all sorts of areas. Some learn what normal network traffic looks like so they can instantly spot an intruder. Others are masters at finding really tricky web flaws. And then there are generative AIs that can actually help pen testers write and understand the attack code itself. So all of this power, this speed, this automation, it naturally leads to the one big question that's on everybody's mind. Is the human hacker about to become obsolete?
So, what's the verdict? Are the machines really taking over?
And the answer, from experts all across the field, is a big, resounding no. But, and this is a huge but, it comes with a catch. This quote just says it all perfectly. It's not about replacement, it's about evolution.
The pen testers who learn to use these tools are the ones who will thrive. The best way to think about it is like a partnership. AI handles what it does best: insane speed, massive scale, recognizing patterns, and doing all the boring, repetitive tasks. But humans bring what AI still can't, and that's creativity, understanding context, intuition, and that spark needed to find brand new vulnerabilities nobody has ever seen before.
And if you need a real-world example of this, just look at the Capital One breach back in 2019. They had a sophisticated, automated system in place, but an intruder was just hanging out on their network completely unnoticed for 4 months. Why? Because the attack was clever and new. It proves a crucial point. Human oversight and human context are still absolutely irreplaceable.
Okay, so we've covered the what, the how, and the why. Now let's shift gears and talk about you. Let's talk about the incredible career opportunities that are opening up in this absolutely booming field. Let's just start with the bottom line, shall we? The average salary for an ethical hacker in the US is over $169,000. And with so many of these jobs being fully remote, that kind of salary becomes a life-changing opportunity for talented people anywhere in the world.
So how do you get there? Well, the path into this field is really built on certifications that prove you had the skills. You typically start with foundational stuff, like CompTIA's Security Plus, then move up to core skills with the Certified Ethical Hacker, or CEH. And for those who are truly serious, the ultimate goal is the OSCP, a grueling, 24-hour, hands-on, live hacking exam that is the absolute gold standard in the industry.
And what is so amazing is that you can start learning this stuff right now for free. Seriously, platforms like TryHackMe have these fun, gamified labs that are perfect for beginners. Hack the Box lets you practice on actual vulnerable machines, and Portswigger's Web Security Academy is widely considered the best free web hacking training on the entire planet.
Look, our entire digital world, our banks, our hospitals, our infrastructure, it's under constant attack. The need for skilled defenders is growing every single day, and the AI tools we have now are more powerful than they have ever been. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to join the hunt?